So I get asked all the time, what is the hidden cost of buying a house? Now, if that's why you're here, you're in the right place. You see, you might think you're getting a great deal, but then all of a sudden you see yourself 17,000, 18,000, even 19,000 in repairs. Then you have over $9,000 in overappraised value, a foundation issues buried in the seller's disclosure document, and now you find yourself stuck. What I'm going to do today is simple. Today I'm going to show you 3 secrets that the real estate industry never talks about. The hidden cost that can drain your bank account, and the simple tool I use basically to flip the script and help me find properties with built-in equity even before I pick up my phone. Let's dive in. So real quick, let me tell you how I discovered, what I learned today, and I learned this the hard way. You see, a few years ago, I bought what I thought was my dream investment home. Nice area. The price seems right. Zillow said it was basically worth more than what I was paying for. So, I jumped in fast. My agent told me, oh, it's a great deal. It will not last a weekend. So, but what I didn't know was, one, the appraised value came in over 20,000 lower than what I had purchased for it. That's number one. Number two is that there was a water damage in the crawl space, and this was something I never disclosed from the seller. Of number two is that the comps I used for that property by the agent was outdated comps, basically different from what the real comps were. Technically speaking, I overpaid for this property. I underestimated the repairs. I trusted all the wrong data. I found myself in a hole of over $50,000 in repairs to deal with. And the worst part is, this is a deal that I could have avoided itself. I just didn't have the right tool, and I just didn't see below the surface, because most investors themselves go into a deal only seeing what they see in the surface. That's when I knew I needed to stop playing this game the way it's been played. I needed to trust in data, and that's when InvestFusion came in. Now, let me share something with you. You might be thinking, you think the appraisal will protect you basically, but listen, you're wrong. Why is this so? Appraisals are opinions. They are often outdated. They are based on comps, not condition of the property itself. So they are based on square footage, not the school zones. The reality is, if you go in and buy based on assumptions, you're not buying actual data, but instead, because you don't really know what's wrong with the house, you are basically buying, technically speaking, a landmine. And that's when InvestFusion sets it different from everything else there. Why? Because InvestFusion doesn't rely on fluff. It scans public records, zoning violations, rental history, price per foot, basically against the current market price, and flags anything that is off. Technically speaking, it flags anything that is basically out of the ordinary and lets you know in advance before you even purchase that property itself. So you get to see the real value before you make an offer, saving you funds or saving you thousands upfront in due diligence fee, your earnest money deposit, your appraisal fee, and your inspection fee, saving you time, saving you heartache, and saving you stress. And that's how our users are constantly, basically, finding properties that are 30 or 40% below the market. I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking, I just need to find a cheap home, something really cheap. Yes, I get that. But the truth is, cheap upfront can mean expensive long term. You see, I bought a property that looked like a steal to me until I found out that the foundation had shifted. The general contractor told me it's going to cost me anywhere from $35,000 in repairs. There was no insurance coverage. I couldn't even rent it out. Now, when I see a cheap deal, I check it out with InvestFusion. It pulls the real-time permit history, neighborhood data, past insurance claims, everything you never thought out even before you make your offer. Now, if something feels off, red flag. So if the numbers don't, add up, it tells you. It's like an X-ray vision for real estate deals. It's like your own mini forensic data itself before you place that deal in the first place. Real talk. Sites like Realtor.com, Zillow, even your agents, they don't show you the full picture. Why? Because they want you to fall in love with the listings. And the reason is simple. Their incentive is different. Some are motivated by their commissions. So you are not buying what is the reality on the ground. You are motivated by what you see based on emotions. So the truth is hidden behind zoning violations, unreported damage, legal history, or inflated square footage. InvestFusion gives you all of this in one dashboard. It shows you what is really happening to the property itself, including the data you can't find on those flashy websites. Even better, it lets you know if it's worth pursuing this deal or not, even before you actually. If you're serious about building wealth in real estate, you need an edge. You need an unfair advantage. I built InvestFusion so regular people like us, not the agents, not the brokers, not Wall Street basically, can actually find hidden equity, avoid money traps, and stop guessing. Why? We don't have access to disposable income to throw out through the windows. Why waste thousands of dollars when you can use a tool that can prevent you from making these astronomical losses that are avoidable? I've learned the hard way, and I want you to avoid those hard ways, making those some mistakes that I've made over the years. And here's what you get when you try InvestFusion out. One, you have properties that are 30 or 40% below market with built-in equity. We've even seen properties that are 90.01% below the market. Number two is it flags all red flag alerts, including structural damage, foundation issues, foggy windows, what we classified as BTI, big ticket items, and it lets you know if the house is overpriced. It also gives you a full built equity analyzer that shows you profit potential history before you make an offer. And most importantly, it gives you peace of mind. That's what sets it apart. So here's what I want you to do right now. Click the button below and try it out for free. Test it out on a deal you think you're looking at. Maybe a property you're analyzing, you're not too sure of it, you're just scanning the waters. Try it out on InvestFusion. See how much money you might have saved yourself or how much money you are basically missing on the table. Plus, find out if you're going to avoid a red flag. Try it out, give it a shot. See how much money you might have saved or how much money you are missing basically. Because in real estate, the cost of not knowing is always higher than the cost of the right tool. Here's the truth. The winners in real estate aren't the ones who work the hardest. They're the ones with the best data. Listen, you don't need 10 years of experience. You don't need to have a license or a real estate license to win. You just need the right tool that shows you the truth before you buy, saving you thousands of dollars upfront. And that's what InvestFusion does to you. So before you buy your next property, just ask yourself these questions. Do I really know what this deal is hiding? Because if you don't, you need InvestFusion. Click the link below this video and start finding properties with built-in equity, zero risk, and that cash flowing property that are below the market. I will see you on the inside.